today. I mean, incredible performance. I mean, your thoughts, especially MI, the way that they bowled. I mean, to to Shubman Gill. Do you think that they could have bowled better lengths to him, especially when we see Madhaval went for 52 runs today, Jordan went for 56. Chawla was expensive. The way that Gill attacked Chawla as well. So your thoughts, I mean, towards the bowling attack, whether there was any way to stop Shubman Gill?
I think the Mumbai Indians bowling was very poor today. Bowling too many full tosses, easy put away deliveries to Shubman Gill. It was a very sloppy bowling effort, especially from Akash Madwal, who bowled very well in the previous match. He got 5 for 5 today. It wasn't his day at all, and Gill just completely took the bowling apart. It was a combination of Gill batting really well, and the bowlers also bowling very badly today.
Hmm. I agree with you. Yes, I think incredible knock over there from Shubman, and then yeah, even Hardik contributed at the end. And yes, I think it's just one way show. And let's just check the stats also of Shubman Gill, if possible. I mean, when we see this wagon wheel, Rahul, I mean, a lot of runs on the offside. His most productive shot was the flick shot, 34 runs over there. Um, Thoughts on his shot selection and especially the shot ranges that he played today as well. Because now he's the orange cap holder. I think he scored 851 runs. Been much better than last season, Rahul. I mean, Shubman Gill, I think he's carried the GT
Yeah,
batting. So, your thoughts, Shubman Gill, throughout this season?
yeah. I mean, Shubman Gill has improved leaps and bounds, not just in terms of his run scoring, but his maturity as well, his temperament. He's able to, even if the runs are not coming, he's able to stay at the crease and kind of work it out. And the shots that he plays are really good. He doesn't do any blind slogging or anything. He plays very proper cricketing shots, be it hitting fours or sixes or hitting to any part of the ground. He plays very orthodox shots, and that's something I like about it. Kind of tells me that you don't have to be a blind slogger to be good at the T20 format. If you just have a very good technique, you can do well in this format. You can still do
Yeah.
well in this format if you have a good technique.
Hmm. And your thoughts also, Gil, the way that he attacked the spinners. I mean, Chawla has been brilliant this season. I mean, he's picked up 22 wickets, but the way that he approached Piyush Chawla, especially the sixers, especially his footwork against Piyush Chawla, and then Kumar, I don't think MI have a good second spinner, but I mean, Kartike also went for runs today. So, your thoughts, the approach that Shubman Gill played against spin, especially?
Yeah, an excellent approach. In fact, he was able to completely take the spin out of the equation in the middle overs. That's what I think of it. So it was a very smart, and he took very calculated risks against the spinners. He also was very determined to do well against Akash Madwal, and he managed to take down Madwal as well. So full marks to him. He really took down key bowlers in the Mumbai Indians lineup, and that's part of the reason Gujarat Titans managed to get a big score.
Hmm. I agree with you. Yeah, and 233 on Ahmedabad was just brilliant. I mean, today. I mean, the way that GT approached this match, especially coming to the toss. Rahul, first of all, especially with outfield, do you think MI did the right choice by fielding first? So they batted first and put runs on the board like how GT did in the first innings. What do you think about that?
Mm, I think they did the right thing by bowling first. After all, batting is their strength, and they've been very good at chasing totals this season. So, batting second wasn't the issue, but they, even for a good chasing unit and batting lineup, they gave too many runs away with the ball. Had they kept it to maybe 200 or even at least 210 or 220, they would have been had a better chance. But 230 is too much. No matter how good chasing side or how good your batting lineup is, it's too much to ask.
Hmm. Yes, I agree with you. And yeah, let's talk about the second innings as well. especially let's talk about the incidents. I mean, Chris Jordan to Ishan Kishan, I think that was a bit accidental. I think Rahul, I think the way that, I mean, Jordan hit on Ishan Kishan, but that could have been avoided, I would feel, Rahul, because I think Ishan Kishan could have got a good start along with Rohit. I mean, he was the opener in form for MI. So, your thoughts towards that, especially that incident?
Well, look, you can't blame Chris Jordan for that. It's not like he elbowed Ishan Kishan in the eye on purpose. I don't think uh, that was deliberate. It's unlucky, I'll say, because losing Ishan Kishan at the top kind of created confusion in the batting order from Mumbai Indians. It kind of threw their plans off because Nehal Wadera is not your typical opener,
Don't you
someone
think like
who's sent up.
Cameron Green could have opened for MI and then pushed everyone up one up, and then Mehal Badera could have batted at number six? Could that have
Mm,
been the approach?
yes, that could have been the approach. That would have actually been a very good idea. After all, Cameron Green, I mean, he has opened the batting a few times. He would have been better equipped to face the new ball than Nehal Wadera, especially in a high pressure match. You prefer to have an international player. So I think Cameron Green should have opened the batting.
Yeah.
Nehal Wadera, probably they pushed him up the order, thinking, asking him to go and score quick runs, maybe like what Tilak Varma did. He got a big over off of Mohammad Shami. He was going for his shots, and at one point, Mumbai Indians was going at like 13 runs and over, above the required rate. So
Yeah.
I think, the kind of job they expected of Nehal Wadera didn't click, because even in T20 cricket, one thing you have to be mindful of is you can't just take any middle order batsman who comes at number 6 or number 7 and ask them to open the batting against the new ball. You can't just put any Tom, Dick, and Harry over there. KKR, at one point, they tried it with Sunil Narayan. It was working for some time, but now everybody has found Sunil Narayan out. So,
Hmm.
some very often the idea of a pinch hitter as an opener doesn't work out, even in T20 match. You need to have players who can handle the new ball ultimately.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah. Your thoughts also on the on how Tilak Verma performed? I mean, to 43 or 14, I think he got a good start. I mean, scored four boundaries of Shami, and then Surya Kumar Yadav came into that once again with a 61 of 38. Cameron Green unfortunately had to retire hurt and then come back. So, thoughts on these three? I mean, especially, I mean, could they have done a better job? I mean, especially Sky and Tilak Verma, because they were the batters in form.
Mm, they've done their best, in my opinion, given the situation. Tilak Varma did what was necessary. The required rate was going up, and he had to take on the bowlers. When you're chasing 233, you don't have a choice. You cannot afford to play out a 7 or 8 run over. You have to find a boundary in every over, and you have to take risks. So they did it, and they did as much as they could. Unfortunately, the target was way too far ahead. They lost too many wickets up front. That is a problem. Then towards the end, Mohit Sharma bowled very well. He managed to finish off the match, and once these three were out, it was pretty much gone.
Hmm, I agree with you. And let's talk about Chris Jordan because, sorry, Mohit Sharma, because what a season that he's been having. I mean, picking up 5 wickets. I mean, 24 wickets, I think, in this IPL, two 5 wicket hauls. So, your thoughts on how Mohit Sharma has been this season, the way that he's been, I mean, performing. I mean, after like 3 seasons, he's got a chance to play consistently and he's avoided getting injured also. So, your thoughts on Mohit Sharma?
Yeah, Mohit Sharma has really made a great comeback during this season. We've seen many players making such comebacks like Ajinkya Rahane, Mohit Sharma, these kind of people. So it's incredible what Mohit Sharma has been able to do with the Gujarat Titans.
Yeah, true. And yes, thoughts also on Tim David and all. I mean, Tim David could have done a bit better, don't you think? I mean, especially I know Vishnu Vinod came up ahead of Tim David. Do you think that was the right choice by MI, especially when they
No,
lost Surya Kumar
I
Yadav?
think Tim David should have come ahead of Vishnu Vinod. Definitely, you need if Tim David and Surya Kumar Yadav were batting together, that would have been a little more intimidating for Gujarat Titans, and they would have felt that Mumbai Indians is still in the match and they have a chance to win. By they did not feel very threatened by Vishnu Vinod being at the crease. So because Vishnu, I know, uh, I'm not meaning to put down Vishnu Vinod, but he's not as good as Tim David right now, and he doesn't have that fear factor. He didn't bring in that fear factor in the Gujarat team. They didn't Gujarat, even though Surya Kumar Yadav was batting along with Vishnu Vinod, Gujarat did not feel any pressure because of Vishnu Vinod was at the other end. He was still the new batsman at the crease, so they felt like it was only a matter of time before they wrap up the match.
Hmm, I agree with you. And seeing Mohit Sharma, the stats, I mean, 5 wickets, 5 for 10 in 2.2, and 4 wickets from the right-handers and just 1 wicket of the left-handers. And MI really couldn't get a partnership apart from Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, and then Sky and Cameron Green. I think 233 was a big ask for them to get, even though they showed signs that they could chase. But I mean, ultimately, when Sky got out, let's discuss about that wicket of Sky from Mohit, the approach that he took. Sky, do you think that was the right approach from Sky? Especially, I know he can play 360 degrees and all, but especially against a slow delivery of Mohit Sharma, do you think that was like the right choice of Surya Kumar Yadav to play that shot?
Well, it's hindsight, because Surya Kumar Yadav, he backs himself to play that shot 9 out of 10 times. So uh, I can just say he didn't read the slow delivery properly. That's all I can uh, say. But other than that, that scoop shot of Surya Kumar Yadav, that's one of his bread and butter shots. That's come to be one of his bread and butter shots, and he probably thought that was an easy 4 runs or 6 runs. So that's why you
Yeah.
saw the disappointment on his face in missing
Mm,
that shot, because he truly felt that he missed a shot that was bread and butter for him.
agree. Yes, that's the thing. And where do you think was the game-changing moment of the MI chase? Do you think that Cameron Green wicket was a huge thing that just little took? Do you think that was like the game-defining moment for MI after losing that wicket, like it was game over?
I won't say it was game over after Cameron Green got out, but that wicket definitely gave Gujarat Titans some momentum. Because at the halfway mark, even though Mumbai Indians had lost 3 wickets, they were going along with the required or close to the required rate. So it looked like they could really make this a close match. So getting
Yeah,
that wicket of Cameron Green kind of tilted the scale slightly more towards Gujarat Titans, even though it was not completely in the bag at that stage.
agree.
They After Cameron Green got out, there was somewhat of relief.
Yep, I agree with you. Yes. So let's talk about the GT bowling. Shami, I think, was good in the first 2 overs, but Rahul, coming back to you, Shami, should he have not been given that third over? Because you saw, I mean, Tilak Verma went for like 24 runs in that over. He bowled really well in the first two. Do you think Hardik made a mistake over there, giving Shami that third over?
No, I don't think Hardik made a mistake in that, because Mohammad Shami did get 2 wickets in his opening spell. He got rid of both the openers. He was looking good. So there was absolutely nothing wrong with the giving Shami another over and trying to get 1 or 2 more wickets in the
Yeah.
process. But Tilak Varma managed to hit him. That was a big shock. Nobody saw that coming.
Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, and I think even Hardik Pandya 2 overs went for 24 wasn't effective. But let's talk about the spinners today, Rashid Khan and Noor Ahmed. How effective were they? Because I know they went for a couple of sixes. I mean, Noor Ahmed considered 2 sixes, Rashid Khan considered 5 boundaries, but still, I mean, not bad, especially 233. The economies were not that. I mean, could have been a little bit better, but still, I think it was a bit efficient. But your thoughts on the two spinners?
Mm, yeah, they were not at their best today, but uh, like you said, they at least still only gave less than 9 runs and over. When you're defending a total of 233, that is pretty good. That is good enough, and you cannot really criticize them for giving a few
Okay.
boundaries here and there, because you have to
Yes.
understand that when a team is chasing 233, they are going to hit boundaries and they are going to be aggressive. You
Yeah.
can't stop those things. Rashid
Agree.
Khan was able to get 2 wickets in the process. He got a vital wicket of Tilak Varma when he looked like he was going to have a big day. He looked like he could take the match away from Gujarat Titans.
Agree.
Rashid Khan got rid of him.
Agree.
So
Yeah. Also, do you think like Hardik could have brought Mohit Sharma a bit early? I know he picked up 5 wickets and all, but MI could have been all out before that. You don't you think like they could have brought him like in the 12th or 13th over, like 1 or 2 overs before?
mm, maybe in the 12th or in 13th over they could have brought him, but I guess Mohit Sharma is more of a death over specialist than a middle over specialist. So the thinking was to keep him
For the
for
day.
the death overs.
Yeah. Yes. Imperfect. Yeah. Anyways, I think good win for GT. I think we don't have much to discuss because it was all dominated by one man, which was Shubman Gill. And let's go through the stats as well of most runs and most wickets. Let's go to the most wickets because this is incredible to see. I mean, GT having the first three. First three bowlers. The chart, you can see 28 wickets from Mohammad Shami, 27 from Rashid, and 24 from Mohit. How impressive is this, Rahul? I mean, this is, incredible to see. I mean, the purple cap holder from GT, and then the first three in that list also is from GT.
Yeah, it shows they're a very dominant side. They also have the top run scorer as well in their team. So it shows they've really uh, have a dominant side, and they have some very big players in their team who are capable of stepping up for them. So yeah, it's going to be very tough for CSK to win in the final.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, even Shubman Gill, I think only Virat Kohli's 974 only is ahead of Shubman Gill. I mean, all-time IPL run scorers. I mean, Shubman Gill 851 runs, 60 average. Incredible to see these stats. And 156 strike rate, 300s, 450s, 78 fours, 33 sixers. And then the second GT player, I don't see anyone in this list other than Hardik Pandya's 325. So that just shows how Shubman Gill has been for GT. When you see here, 851 is the first highest for GT, and the second highest is all the way to Hardik Pandya and then Saha, whose averages are not great. So, your thoughts on that as well, on how good Shubman Gill has been and has carried, just like how Josh Butler was for RR last year.
Yeah, Shubman Gill has really been good for Gujarat Titans. He's been good for India as well. I feel he has pretty much cemented his place as an opener, both ODI and T20 cricket now, with the way this IPL has gone. It'll be very hard for the Indian team management to overlook him.
Hmm, I agree with you. Yes. Also, any thoughts on the MI season this season? Because I mean, they didn't have Jofra Archer, they didn't have even Jasprit Bumrah. Their bowling attack was very weak, and still they made it to the playoffs. So, your assessment of Mumbai Indians this season, even though they couldn't go to the finals, I think they've achieved what they can. But your thoughts on Mumbai Indians
Yeah,
this season?
yeah, I think they've exceeded expectations. They had a very up and down league stages. Their place in the playoffs was not even was not sealed until the last match, and they made it by a very close margin, I have to say.
Yeah.
So, uh, given that they've really exceeded all the expectations, it's a big deal that they were able to reach the playoffs in the first place, and then they managed to win the eliminator in conditions which they are not so used to playing in, and
Yeah.
reach qualifier too. So I think they have a very good future ahead when Bumrah and Archer do make it back from their injuries. They're going to have a lot of competition in this squad, in my opinion.
Mm, I agree with you completely. Yes. CSK versus GT final. So Rahul, that it has have come to. I mean, even I predicted this to happen. Obviously, even though people were thinking it's going to be MI versus CSK and all these scripted things going on, but all right, we have Ayush also joining us, but we will wrap things up pretty fast. But
All I
yeah,
want to say, all I want to say is Ritam,
Yes.
goodbye, good night, jinxing never helps.
Very true. Yes.
But no, but no, but did you guys predict? Okay, I didn't hear. So, Pawan, highest run scorer, final,
Final. Highest run scorer.
out
There's
of
no
both
other than
teams.
Shubman Gill for me. There's no other than Shubman Gill, even in the
Acha,
finals.
and wicket taker.
Most wicket taker. I'm going with Shami. I know he
Acha,
conceded runs today, but I think Shami will pick up wickets in the final. And
and
Hardik
and
also
you,
will come into the act in the final.
and you brother, what do you think?
I think it's going to be. Let's see. So I feel no, it can't be Rashid Khan. Maybe it'll be Mohit Sharma in the final. I'm going to go with Mohit Sharma as
Good
highest wicket
choice.
taker,
Good
and
choice.
definitely Shubman Gill as the highest run scorer. That's my prediction.
Hmm. Yes. And I think Rahul, even though you're a CSK fan, you fancy GT to win the IPL final.
Yeah, I think Gujarat Titans is a favorite to win the IPL final. It is their home ground after all. They are defending champions, and also CSK bowling. Although it's done pretty well in recent times, it has to be said that they have not performed too well outside Chepauk.
Hmm.
Because outside Chepauk, where you get better batting conditions, they haven't done that well. So it
Hmm.
remains to be seen how they do here. Now there is Deepak Chair who is taking wickets with the new ball for us. So if he can probably get a few wickets up front and maybe get the wicket of Shubman Gill, then there is a chance for CSK.
Hmm. Agree. Ayush,
I
what do you think?
feel,
Take it. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. See, there has to be this thing, na. I mean, there has to be a match where Gill fails. Law of
Hmm.
averages have to catch up. I don't know
Hmm.
why somehow feel. See, if you see today, although Berendorf was there, but Berendorf, I somehow feel that Deepak Chahar will get Gill early.
Hmm.
And for
Yes.
me, top scorer will be Devon Conway,
Yeah.
and highest wicket taker will be either of Deepak or this guy, Pati Rana.
Hmm. Yeah, and I think GT will somehow learn from their lessons and somehow give a good fight. I think the finals against CSK. But I mean, CSK also had a 4 day rest, so you never know. I mean, how CSK also will come
Yeah,
up in
I
the
mean,
finals as well.
Actually, you're
mm,
right. That is the thing is, if you see in a way, although CSK have rest, but GT is coming with winning momentum. GT is playing one more match.
Yeah.
Also, I want to ask a question. Do you guys feel that playoffs, चलो final ठीक है, but do you think playoffs should be played in the venues of the four teams? Although you can't decide that, that is also correct.
yeah,
But
I
don't you
think they
think there should
can.
be there should be like there should be like the so whoever plays the qualifier two, so the qualifier two should be on a different stadium and a final should be on a different stadium.
Hmm.
Don't you
Yeah,
think?
I see your
Because that
point.
gives
Actually,
advantage.
that system is there in the Big Bash League in Australia, if I'm not wrong, uh, of home and away in the playoffs. That is there in the Big Bash.
That is giving an unfair advantage, to GT now. I mean, GT is
Yeah.
coming. GT has
Hmm.
played. Although, yeah, you can say fatigue is there, but still, I mean, T20 cricket में क्या ही fatigue. I mean,
See that
times
the
in
tradition
T20
of
cricket,
IPL. I think
if
there
you
are two
keep on,
things to factor in here to why Ahmedabad is hosting the final. I think if that's what you're asking,
no, 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 no.
one
Final
factor
is
is
fine. My point is not the final. I'm saying wherever you're playing the final, play the qualifier two in some other place.
Yes. Hmm.
yeah, that's a fair point. Actually, in my
Because see,
I was
anyways,
going
and
to
don't say
talk about
traveling.
that.
And
Yeah.
traveling, don't say because see, anyways, Bombay also played a match day before, and they traveled
Mm,
and came to Ahmedabad and played.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So anyways,
It
these
is a
teams are
long.
used.
It's a long travel to travel from Chennai
No,
to
no, no, but it's
Ahmedabad. But
fine, nah. It's fine,
yeah,
nah. So what? So see, anyways,
yes.
teams play matches in T20 cricket in IPL after a day. So you have a match on Friday, you have another match on Sunday. KKR, so I remember once played a match this season only, played a match on Friday night, and then played a match on Sunday afternoon in the heat. So
Hmm.
you anyways you
Yeah.
play that. So I'm saying that the team who has won the first qualifier, okay, should have an advantage in this also, na? See,
Yeah.
now these players,
Yeah, I
they have
agree.
just played on the
Actually,
ground.
yeah, actually, I extend that advantage to the whole playoffs system. This will make actually like where you even a difference between first and second place. Like if you have first place team hosting qualifier one, you can have third place hosting the eliminator.
Yeah.
Then the
No,
loser
no,
of
no, no, no. But there's
the
a problem
loser
with that.
one
No, no,
minute,
no. You can't.
one
No, that
minute,
is
one
that is
minute.
not possible. That is not
So
possible.
the loser of qualifier two can host one can host
No,
qualifier
no,
two.
no.
Whoever wins
That is not
qualifier one can
possible.
host the
That is
final
not
also.
that
That
is
is
not
a good
possible.
idea.
No, no,
I
that's a
mean
good
that
idea,
is
but how
with
is it?
me.
How is it possible? So see, your day, your sometimes your two, three, four. This time your qualifying team got decided on the final day. So if you have to play a match day before, how can you finalize a venue to one day back? You have to finalize it 15, 20, 25 days back to prepare the ground, everything. So that is not a solution. The
Mm.
solution is
But
keep it
then they're doing that in Big Bash League, right?
what they're
So
doing.
yeah, they're doing a home and away advantage, like how I explained it. They have a home and away like
So they
that.
are changing. They are changing the. So imagine. So imagine on Sunday, RCB qualify as the second team. Imagining on
Yeah.
Tuesday you have the first qualifier or whatever. So you are
Mm.
saying in
Yes,
one day you will prepare the stadium and everything and sell the tickets and do the broadcasting and
Difficult.
get the cameras in. That is not possible. Now, I don't think that has been done in Big Bash also. I think you're getting somewhere wrong. Maybe what you're saying is it might be based on the previous year's qualifiers. So next year, whoever, so if Chennai wins, you can have a Chennai final, a Chennai final. So top three you can have a Chennai final, a Chennai first qualifier, eliminator something, and qualified to Ahmedabad. So
Mm.
based on this, you can have the next year, but you can't fix up a venue. You have to sell tickets. You have to get your cameras because main is broadcasting. Na? Get your
And
cameras,
the
everything.
winners should get advantage of the round, I think, like the previous season. That's what they
Sorry.
should do. Like the previous season winners should get the, I mean, the
No, see,
accessibility for the final.
that is still happening anyways. Na? That is, see, Gujarat is getting the final. That is fine.
Yeah.
But
I
what I'm saying
yeah, I
is, give
think
the first
yeah.
qualifier to the winning team, give the first qualifier, and give the final. But
Mm.
keep
Mm.
the eliminator, qualifier two, and final on different three different venues. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps. Yeah, they could do that. Yeah. Or perhaps they can decide that like just before. I mean, it's very tough though. Just before the
Yeah,
playoffs to
because
do like that.
you cannot decide na, ki who will qualify on the last day and then you will book a venue. That
Mm.
can be done. You see, if you remember, this time's playoffs got decided in April, starting of April or mid-April, the playoff venues came in.
Yeah.
So that is there, and you have to decide that because now Gujarat have an advantage. Also, see again, it is their home ground, but they have played in
But
the same venue. You know,
Qualifier two and
but
final shouldn't happen in the same ground. That's the
they
thing.
yeah,
don't
It
need.
that
should
That's
is
my
be
point.
different
That's my
rounds.
point. You can make qualifier one and final in the same ground, but don't
Mm.
make qualifier two and final in the same ground.
Or maybe like the eliminator and final could be in the same ground or something like that.
I guess the reason for
Yeah.
qualifier two and final in the same ground is that they don't want the team that plays qualifier two and gets into the final to have an unfair disadvantage of having to
Oh,
win
but no,
qualifier
no,
two
no,
and
no.
then also travel
But
for the
then
final. That is
you are giving the team who has qualified in the beginning also an unfair disadvantage in a way because they don't play in the same conditions. They are sitting there. They don't get that game time, and the team who qualifies then. So the whole point is the team who qualifies first should given be given the most luxuries, right?
Mm.
Of
Mm.
the venue, of everything. They should be given the most luxuries. Now you tell me today the match happened. Okay. Before the match, you have many pre-match activities, na? Like in
Yeah.
Delhi, you have this whatever you have this cracker show, whatever broadcast. So today, Chennai, except in the morning, maybe could not do a night practice. Obviously, they could not do a proper practice in the ground.
Mm.
Okay. So one
Yeah.
day of practice you took from them, na? In the ground at the night. That's what I'm
true,
saying.
true.
It makes sense. I don't know. See again, if I'm not wrong, I think if you go and check qualifier two and finals have happened in different venues before. If I'm not
Yes.
wrong.
Hmm.
might have happened, but this time
Yes.
it did
Yeah,
not.
this happened. Yes.
This happened
But
before.
I think put qualifier one and put the final
Hmm.
in the this thing, because then you're getting two quality matches. You're getting a final and getting a top two match, anyways, and you're getting
Agree.
two. So whoever wins the IPL, if Chennai wins, the qualifier one at Chepauk, final at Chepauk, and if Gujarat is obviously Chennai wins, then Gujarat the qualifier two, and whoever has come third, which is Bombay, give Bombay the eliminator.
Hmm.
Eliminator.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a fair point over there.
I
Yes.
see.
Hmm. And the eliminator and qualifier too, they can do it in a different round. I think it's also due to traveling. I think
Or
they must
or
have
you
just
can
put
or what you
it.
can maybe also do one this, if you want to promote the sport and everything, you can take the eliminator to Assam or a Assam Guwahati same Guwahati or a where Raipur, or one match Dharamshala where you
Hmm.
don't play that season. So one
Yeah.
match eliminator there,
In a
and then the
neutral
final,
venue,
yeah, a
basically.
neutral venue where from where none of the teams belong. So Raipur, Ranchi, maybe Kashmir one day. Who knows?
Hmm.
Okay, just to promote. Yeah, yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
yeah,
Kashmir,
absolutely. Yeah,
Trivandrum,
Srinagar.
Kerala,
Of course, the
Kerala,
world will get outraged if we do that, but it doesn't matter.
Kerala.
Hmm.
You can take
Agree.
Yes.
to whatever places. You know,
But finals,
don't
obviously, they
take
won't
to
take
just don't take to just don't take to Hyderabad, because they will throw nut bolts at you.
it.
Why? Oh,
And don't take
okay. Yeah.
and don't take to Lucknow also, because then the whole match will be boring, and it will
Yeah.
be. I honestly hope Lucknow pitch changes. What a bad pitch it has
They are
been.
changing it, no, for the ODI World Cup. They've said that they're going to change
But
the pitches.
Pawan, what is no no Pawan? How does the ODI World Cup bother you? Your team won't be playing anyways.
If we talk about the Lucknow pitch, no, I'm saying for the ODI World Cup, they are. I don't think India is going to play there anyways.
See,
I think
these
until
kind
Then,
of
then is
pitches, I mean, see, for an ODI World Cup, I mean, for a T20 match, I'll agree Lucknow pitch is a little bit too
no no.
bowling
So see,
friendly. It's too much of a bowler friendly pitch, but for an ODI World Cup or a test match, it is
no no no
okay.
no no. That pitch is bad. That pitch is bad for any format.
Hmm.
That pitch
Yes.
is bad for any format. Man.
Hmm. Agree. Agree on that. Yeah. All right, guys,
Pawan,
we'll end
when
it
is
over.
the sorry last question? Please
Yes.
tell the viewers, when is the El Clasico Sri Lanka versus Oman?
What is this, man? Let's talk about that next month, man, when the IPL is over and the WTC finals are over. Then we'll talk about qualifiers. All right, anyways, guys, we'll meet up tomorrow. We'll do the preview tomorrow of CSK versus GT in another video. And then, yeah, and let's straight away go to the finals after that. We'll do a short preview, like a very short preview, and then head to the finals. Okay, anyways, thank you, Ayush and Rahul, for joining.
Thank
So we'll
you.
end it over here. So do subscribe to Sports Breakdown and Sport Beat, like, comment, and share. Congratulations to the GT fans once again. And Mumbai Indians fans will be happy for your
No, no,
success,
no. Pawan,
anyways.
one special message for Ritam, please. He has trolled you a lot. One special message.
Yeah,
I'm
go
saying give
ahead.
one special message to Ritam. He's trolled you a lot.
One message to Rhythm. I don't
Yeah,
know,
one
man. What?
special message to Ritam for this occasion.
Well, he had high expectations of a sixth IPL title, but well, now he's obviously now crying. Obviously, right now. I mean, there's nothing to troll him, man. Anyways, I mean, we've been trolling not throughout the season. I'll keep the trolling for next season when Mumbai Indians will be out of the picture.
Don't worry,
Unfortunately, Pawan is a Delhi Capitals fan,
exactly.
so he
Delhi
can't.
Capitals won't give
I don't
you.
want
So
to
he can't.
embarrass myself.
Delhi Capitals
So
won't give you a
trolling
chance to
would
troll only. Delhi
Mumbai will
Capitals don't give
backfire.
you a chance.
Yes. All right, guys, we'll end it over here. Thank you.
Okay,
All
bye.
right, guys. See you.